Hey, what's going on, guys? We are back with another one. And thanks for hopping into the comments and letting me know about, the bikes on here. You guys were telling me basically the Honda is like the number one to run in multiplayer, and the Yamaha, I guess, from what you guys were saying, is kind of like a close second, and everything else is pretty much slower. And I got the Kawasaki pack just because I'm Kawasaki Kawasaki fanboy, I guess you could say. I love my green. But yeah, other than that, I love my green bikes. I had a KX125 back in the day, love it. I also want to thank you guys for all the recent subs. It said the last video we got like 28 subs or something like that. So thank you guys. Like, that is awesome. And then like the last Call of Duty video we ended up getting like 10 subs out of, and that hit like 800 views or something, which just astonishes me. I never see a COD video get over 50, like I've said in other videos. But yeah, man, thank you guys. Like, I seriously appreciate you guys. And I know pretty much every YouTuber says that, but I'm really like happy to see you guys pop into the comments and actually respond to questions I ask about MX versus ATV, because the COD community is not like that. Usually they're just all pretty much cocky, I'm better than you, you're a bot type comments within your videos. Stop uploading, go K yourself in real life, and you know what I mean. You know how toxic the COD community. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna quit doing COD content. I do want to branch out and do multi content on my channel. I got Need for Speed Unbound is downloading its latest update in the background. So if you guys are interested in any other racing games, go ahead and drop that sub, and I upload everything from like Forza, Need for Speed, I play occasionally, MX vs ATV, MX bikes, which I might start doing some content. I play it, but I've never done any videos on it yet. I just don't feel like I'm good at the game. I feel like I'm kind of just mediocre. I crash a lot, so I don't feel like I'm good enough to really upload content on it. I'd probably just get made fun of like crazy. Or if you guys are interested in seeing some MX bikes from a noob, let me know down in the comments below. I appreciate every comment. I definitely am happy to hear the feedback on, the Hondas and stuff. I did try, what's it called, Gray Zone Warfare, and I just didn't really care for it. It just seemed like it was, average extraction shooter, I guess you could say. I know that that's a lot of guys probably like that and are into that type of games, but I went to go start playing the game, and I got in. I went to go take off to do a mission, and then my friendly started killing me, picked up my weapons, and then I was literally stuck with a knife. And I had no weapon at that point. I was like, yeah, this is the type of thing that's going on. It's just like DMZ. I'm good. You know what I mean? Because that's all people would do, like on the DMZ on Call of Duty. They would like basically wait for you to try to extract out of the world, and then like 3 or 4 people would just jump you. All the babies laughing in the background. Oh, she's getting all sorts of excited. And now off to the second race so the baby can laugh at me more. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I was looking at Black Panther's video. I think it was yesterday, or it might have been this morning. I don't remember. He uploads so many videos. I'm sure any of you guys that are within the racing community know who he is. Big 1.5 million content creator on YouTube. But he was saying that we're supposed to be getting, and usually he's pretty worthy on what he says. He gets, leaks from a lot of developers. He's in, what is it? God, what's the name of the game? I can't think of it right now. The Crew. He actually has like a little DLC within the Crew. He's actually, his car and everything's within a game. I did not expect to wreck there. But he's actually in that game. But he was saying that we're supposed to be getting a underground themed update. And usually whenever he comes out and says something, it's pretty credible. And then he'll say like, I'm just thinking that this is gonna happen, and then pretty much down to a T of what he says ends up happening within the game. Which I think he's got, some tie-ins with the devs that are like, hey, hype this game up, blah 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 blah. So yeah, I'm doing that little update, and I'm not gonna lie, it's probably gonna be a massive disappointment to me because I don't think we'll ever get another underground. But they did add that Grand National drag car in, which I haven't driven. I think I maybe got 10 hours of gameplay. It's set on the EA app. But, they added in that drag car, and then with him saying we're supposed to be getting an underground themed update, I'm hoping that they'll add in some drag racing like what we had in the original Underground. And, Underground too. Because could you imagine if we had the way the lane switching was with the vehicles, you actually had to memorize, the tracks and everything like that? Could you imagine playing like, man, I wrecked again? Sucks. I suck. But could you imagine playing like Underground style drag racing with 4K graphics? I would be all over that. Uh-oh, I'm stuck. But yeah, Underground 2, I spent so many hours just driving around the open city. She's laughing at me. But yeah, I spent so many hours just literally building cars, driving around the open city. I never got to play the multiplayer. I know they did have a live multiplayer on there. An online multiplayer, whatever you call it. But I never got the opportunity to play it because my parents were too cheap to have internet back in those days. Oh, we don't need internet. That's gonna be just another fad like all the celebrities do and blah 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 blah. Now the internet is basically world communication dummies. Luckily, I don't really talk to them. Keep that family business out of videos, I guess. But yeah, they were. I was raised by my aunt and uncle. Bad family situations. But yeah, they were cheap. They didn't want to get internet. They didn't ever want to do anything like that. And going back to those days, I just spent hours among hours just driving around that open city. I wish I would have had the experience. Oh, I'm gonna skip right around that jump. That looks like a death trap. But yeah, I wish I would have had the experience to play that game on multiplayer because I know I've seen like some people download some like client for it or whatever currently onto their PCs, and they would play like the console versions on their PCs, or maybe they were just playing their console. I don't remember what it was. It was like a month ago when I saw the video. Maybe they were just playing on their Xbox and they had an Elgato or something plugged into their PC and they were recording their YouTube videos on there. But I thought it was cool as hell seeing that there was a multiplayer menu on that game. I wish I would have had the opportunity to play the drag racing and the drifting because like my friends would come over, we would all just flock to Need for Speed Underground. That was the first thing we wanted to play. If we weren't playing that, we were playing Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. And the big massive open world, which I don't know why Mortal Kombat hasn't done that again. If you guys don't know what that is, go on YouTube and look up Mortal Kombat Shaolin Monks. There's a whole story mode of third person, basically kind of like, I think it was the Tomb Raider game engine maybe. Might have been the Prince of Persian game engine. I'm not sure. But go look that look up some videos on it. A lot of people don't even know that that game existed, and it was awesome. We drowned hours among hours into just running around in the open world, and I don't even think that had a live multiplayer. But you know, the same as Underground. It was a big open world, and you could go to like Underworld, and you could go through to Earth. You could go to all the different realms. I think there was like 7 different realms or something, maybe 10. I don't remember, but there was a ton of different realms that you could go to. It was kind of like just like Final Fantasy. I'm sure all of you guys know what Final Fantasy is. That's like probably the most popular RPG. But the way you could just free roam through open worlds, and then you could fight bad guys within the open world within the third person mode, and then when you would come across like a main character, like say Scorpion or Sub-Zero or any of the main characters from the storyline, you would fight them in like the arcade, you know, the side scroll mode, which it was probably one of the best experiences I've ever had on games. And I don't know why these developers will not bring these style of games to us anymore. They seem to think that we just want all of this cartoonish stuff. And I know some of you guys are going to say, well, Underground had, you know, the lens flares beaming off of it and stuff like that. I could really care less about that. You know, that was just like a motion blur effect to make the game kind of, because the graphics were so bad back then and they wanted to make the game look better. They could do without that and make a full Underground 3 game. And if they were to go and make Underground 3 and put Underground 1 and 2 on there, remaster it up to 4K graphics, and then have the story lead into Underground 3, I think that would be the highest selling Underground of all time. Make it the same physics as what the original 2 Underground were, just update the graphics. And I think you guys would have the highest selling Need for Speed game to ever exist. But that's enough blabbing for me. I'm going to go ahead and end the video with that. I hope you guys enjoy the content. If you did, consider liking that subscribe button, because I'm going to start branching off to multiple other games. I might even try to get on the PC here and download some like older Midnight Clubs and stuff like that and start getting in. But as soon as I get done with the story on MX versus ATV, I definitely want to get into, like, I might go and redo the whole story on Unbound just to start the game over and upload that, because I do, especially if they do. Uh-oh, she's getting mad at me. But yeah, about time for me to get off here. The baby's getting mad. She's like, you're taking way too long. But yeah, if they do an Underground theme style stuff, I will definitely be all over that. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you in the next video. Have a good one.